Hey guys, welcome back to the video. It's your Midwest girl. I am back stateside. That was such an incredible trip. I'm gonna go over as many things as I can. Please keep in mind and be patient with me. I am jet lagged. I am not feeling the best today. I'm catching up. It is the day after I got home. I have some notes over here that I'm gonna go over of some of the key or important parts of my trip. I will say, to begin though, it is a journey. It is a commitment. It is a journey to internationally travel. You have to be ready for basically just, you need to be wholeheartedly committed, okay? There is so many different layers to it. I put up a video where I went through kind of my fiasco of getting there. Getting home was significantly easier. There was way less chaos happening and drama. So I am pleased to be home. I cannot wait to go take a nap after this. So I had my friend's baby shower this morning, so I went to that. I got up, I start 75 hard today. I can do videos over that if you want, but I am just getting back into it, and my body, my poor body, is just done, but that's okay. We're gonna push on, and I'm so excited to share with you guys how it went, what my experience was like, would I recommend it, all the good things. So to start off, first, I got to Singapore. I'm gonna try to set this up the best I can. I got to Singapore, and beforehand, I planned this entire trip with my friend's husband so I could surprise Lindsay, his wife, of course, and my very good friend since college. We basically had been communicating since January of 2026 this year to correlate timing, when would be best. Now keep in mind, I went just a month after Lindsay gave birth to her second baby. So she has a 19-month-old, and then she also just gave birth like a month ago. And so I knew that it was gonna be a little chaotic. I also was there overlapping with her mom. So Lindsay's mom was in town from Texas, or in the country, I should say, from Texas. And I love her. I've known her since I was 18, and it was just a blast to have her there. She is just such a great mama, such a good helper, helped me out. We needed all hands on deck with the kids. So because I was coming at this time, this is just how the trip fell. And this is what Lindsay's husband was talking to me about, is for her birthday, and just because they had the trip on the books already, they were going to Indonesia less than 24 hours after I got there. He said, we will have room for you at our villa, so don't worry about needing to pay for anything. We'll cover the lodging cost. So I get to Singapore, and less than 24 hours later, we went to Indonesia, which I'll get into in just a minute. But I want to go through this in chronological order as much as I can. And we went to a restaurant called Sushi Samba. Oh my gosh, you guys. Where to begin with this restaurant? Where to begin with this experience? When I tell you this was top of the line service. I think there's some Sushi Sambas here in the United States, but this was, just beautiful. At the display of the food, obviously it's primarily sushi, but they also have different types of meats and different dishes. This is all buffet style. It was gorgeous. The presentation of this was just incredible. I will drop a video in somewhere in here so you can see the spread. This is beautiful. Oh my gosh. And then the sushi itself was so top quality, top notch. I was very impressed, and I love sushi. I love raw sushi. I like cooked sushi. I like any kind of sushi. So That was the most welcoming gift. I think I got there, that was the day I got there, I'm pretty sure. Yes. So then we were able to spend time together. That lunch probably lasted 3 hours because it is such an experience. We had endless champagne. We did a drink. You could choose different drink packages from the menu. We did a drink package. I really enjoyed you could tell these waiters and waitresses were top notch. Something to keep in mind when you go to Singapore, you do not need to tip. It is all included in the service or in the total of the bill. So that is just something I'm not used to at all. But this was just beautifully done. I cannot emphasize that enough. Not to mention the views from Sushi Samba as well, looking out over the Singapore area, Bay Area. Oh my gosh. And the buildings from that angle really reminded me of what it looks like in downtown Miami. So I was having just different feelings all at once. And I really wasn't that jet lagged, considering, because by the time I got on my flight from San Francisco to Singapore direct, I was exhausted. I was mentally exhausted. I was physically exhausted. I needed to shower. So, and this trip was a surprise for Lindsay.
Come on, baby.
What'd you get?
What'd you get me? Show me.
What'd you get?
What is it?
Ready?
Are you gonna open the door?
What'd you give Mama? Oh, where's the present? Where's the present?
Oh my God! What? I called you yesterday. Were you on the plane? Oh my God! Hi. 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 I knew you ugly cry. I didn't know you were gonna be here. Oh my
Of course
Oh my gosh. This can't live. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I can't believe you're here. Oh my goodness gracious. This is Auntie Livy, baby.
I don't want to overwhelm him so much.
Yeah.
New
Cool.
Bye.
Okay. What?
Thank you for recording. I'm trying to record on if I said that earlier in the video, but I'll edit accordingly. So I was fortunate enough that Colton filmed me surprising Lindsay. He had me wait outside of their condo, and then she came to the door and I was able to surprise her. It was just such a great moment. You cannot buy these moments, you guys. You cannot buy these memories. You cannot buy these moments. There are certain things in life you just need to go after. It may be a cost on time or financial or both, but there are just certain times in life where you need to make it happen. You just need to make it happen. And this was one of those times. Okay, so I will drop that video somewhere in here as well for when I surprised Lindsay. Shout out to Colton. Thank you so much for filming that. I tried to film it in the hallway. It was a wreck. I think I already erased it because it was not good. The angle was not good. You could not hear the audio. His video was way better. Colton has very good experience with YouTube, podcasting. He's extremely talented with anything that's technology and filming. I'm not. You guys know that. I've been very upfront with that. This is new to me. It's all new to me. I'm learning as I go. So bear with me if you would. Okay. So then I get there. We get settled in for just not even a day. And we leave the next day for Indonesia. Again, this was kind of a treat or a trip for Lindsay. Her birthday happened while I was there. And so we go to Indonesia and they have a helper. That is very common in Singapore culture. You have a nanny or a helper. They refer to her as a helper. And actually the kids call her aunt and then her name because she's that involved in all their family stuff. She could not go, unfortunately, due to some issues with her visa getting approved in time, and her passport is elsewhere for another trip they were going to take her on. And so we were all hands on deck with the kids. They are so precious. Oh my God. Her kids are so good. Y'all, I taught for 5 years, and I nannied when I wasn't teaching in the summer times for 2 summers. So I took care of a 6-month-old and a 2-year-old. And I'm telling you, I know when kids are well behaved quickly, very quickly. And these kids are so good. These babies are so good. Mind you, one was just a month old. So I was so excited to see them. And the trip to Indonesia was wonderful. It was just action-packed. I think we anticipated it being a little bit more relaxing, but it ended up just being one of those action-packed trips. When you have an almost 2-year-old with you, he's or she is gonna keep everybody busy. And her son kept us busy, but you know what? He remembers to have fun with the little things. So we just got to Indonesia. It's beautiful. This is the ferry we took. It was the most calming boat ride. The wildlife and vegetation here is gorgeous. Look at these flowers. I can't believe these are real. That's actually, I think, one of the backgrounds on one of my computers. We did have to get a visa travel pass. It is sprinkling, you can't tell, but it's gonna be a really fun time. I'm super excited. I'm just in loungewear clothes because it's all about practicality right now. But look at these gorgeous lanterns too. I'll come over here and show you guys. Right here. Look at how beautiful. These are our villas. How beautiful. Opens to a pond. And then there are a bunch of pools all over the property. Looks like a little storybook. How fun. So much jungle, so much vegetation in Indonesia. They really care about the wildlife and treat it super good.
I love it.
My friend's son talking. Yeah. I have the pool all to myself. The only other people who are here is who I'm here with. How crazy is this and how gorgeous is this? No one else is here. And the ocean is right there in the back. When I tell you the calmest waters I've ever experienced is definitely Indonesia. Look at this. So incredibly calm. Just walking on the beach for a while. We have a couple young kids with us, so they're taking that of us. If you see raindrops in my glasses, it is sprinkling. This is a beautiful resort, and I cannot help but think about how hard these employees work. All day, every day, and usually it's much more hot here than it is, or has been since we arrived. We're only here for a couple days, and I just cannot believe that. That's how I felt too about the employees when I went to Mexico. They just work around the clock all the time, always preparing food, always trying to make their guests comfortable, the kindest people, and the most beautiful scenery. That was amazing. We stayed 2 nights there. They had these beautiful villas. I will post some pictures up here. I'll just this will be basically a photo and video dump video, because I'm not gonna try to curate it too much or make it perfect. Otherwise, I'll just never post this, and then it's just a waste of time. And I don't want to do that. So we get back from Indonesia a couple days later. Oh, a side note I would like to say about Indonesia, where we stayed, Nirwana Gardens, I believe was the name. there was like no one there the days we got there, because we got there Sunday and stayed Sunday night and Monday night. And oh my gosh, it was amazing to have like a whole resort basically to ourselves. There was maybe 2 other families I saw, and it wasn't till the day we left that I started seeing more people come in. Now, of course, they're gonna be busier over the weekends. We just got really lucky with the timing that we had. So we get back to Singapore, we get everything together. It was so nice to have their nanny help us again, because it does not matter, guys. 2 kids, it is all hands on deck. It does not matter. 4 adults was like the perfect amount for that. So, oh, and I have to say about Indonesia, I had the best massage of my life. I did not take any video or footage of that because it was just a very private experience. And Lindsay's mom was with me. We were in different rooms, but we went together. And then Lindsay and her husband Colton went together. And I usually, when I don't get very many massages. One, it's just not something I really care to spend a bunch of money on right now. And 2, I lock up my back when I get massages because I'm ticklish. So it's very hard for me to get relaxed and kind of calm down again about it. But this woman was able to get me to unlock my lower back and truly relax and enjoy the full experience. That was amazing. Okay, back to Singapore 2 days later. We did it all. I mean, we did as much as we could. What I'd like to comment on before I tell you what we did is how absolutely incredibly clean this city is. No kidding. I've never seen a country where they're just cleaning all the time. They're cleaning the outdoor sidewalk, cleaning the tennis courts, cleaning an already clean railing. They're always cleaning in the city. Always. It's incredible. This is their view outside of their townhome. How gorgeous is that? This is also their balcony right here. Just beautiful. Beautiful day. And I think it's only like 65 years old. I think it's only been established as an independent country for 65 years. Keep in mind, Singapore is both a city and a country. So if I use that interchangeably, that is the correct way. I do promise that. We went to Marina Bay Sands. We went to the restaurant at Marina Bay Sands. This is probably one of their most iconic features of the city. It's the buildings that has what looks like a ship to be connecting them at the top. It was done purely for entertainment and tourism. It was made purely for a tourist attraction, and it is beautifully done. Oh my gosh. I was just so impressed. We did. I would like to say this is the cleanest city I have ever been to. I used to go to New York all the time growing up. My aunt lived in New Jersey, and we drive into the city. So I went to New York probably 8 times, 9 times every summer. That was our summer trip. We would go visit my aunt in New Jersey, my aunt and uncle, and then we drive into New York City and just eat it up in Times Square. Bless my parents for taking us there. What a non-relaxing vacation that would have been as a parent. My gosh. But we did it, and I loved it. I loved it. And we'd go in the dead of summer. Okay, anyways, so I've been there. I have briefly been to Chicago, but not for a huge period of time. I have been, of course, to Dallas, Houston, Atlanta, all the big cities. I've been to Los Angeles. So, but of course, Singapore has different standards and customs, and they care so much about keeping their city clean. Oh my goodness, you guys. It is the cleanest city by far I've ever been to. On their subway system there, you cannot eat or drink, even water, when you are on the train. You can once you, I think, get back into the subway station area, but you cannot eat or drink on the train, even water. It is so careful. I think gum is illegal down there too. I mean, the sidewalks, everything is so pristinely clean, and the people are so kind. Everybody, every waiter, every concierge, every employee that I met there, which of course they are making money off of tourism, so they want people to have a great experience there, but you can tell they really care more than just about the money, because they don't get tips there. That's not a thing there. And I was just blown away by how kind everybody was. It is an English speaking country as well. Mandarin is the other primary language, but we were able to navigate and talk in English basically the entire time. So on the flight there and home, they will switch between Mandarin and English. Like, they'll say it in English and then they'll translate in Mandarin, but you get the idea. You get the idea. Okay, so I went over Sushi Samba when we got back. We did it all. We went to Marina Bay Sands. We ate at Spago restaurant. It's up there by the pool on Marina, up at the top of Marina Bay Sands, which is also called the MBS building. Oh my goodness, just beautiful. I'll insert pictures. Again, this will kind of be like a photo dump video. We ate at the Atlas. Gorgeous. It looks like it's straight out of the Great Gatsby. It is that Art Deco, the black and gold, just beautiful. They said that that building used to, I think, be some sort of special winery, and they used to have a wine ferry in that building, and it would be a woman who was on like a wire, and it was, I think, at like a 3-story tall wine storage, I guess you would say, and they would hoist her up and down so she could retrieve different bottles of wine for the guests. I guess that's the history of it at the Atlas. Beautiful, wonderful dinner. That's another place we went to dinner to celebrate Lindsay for her day. She's not really usually like a big birthday person, but because we were in town and so many things have happened, her mom just got to retire, so we were celebrating lots of exciting events happening. And then also the kids, you know, we just want to have fun with them too. So we did that. We went to Gardens by the Bay, the big trees. These are another iconic attraction for Singapore. Beautiful, beautiful. I 10 out of 10 recommend going at night though. We did, because that's when we had our reservations for the restaurant, but I just think that's the most beneficial or beautiful view that you're gonna get of them, is at nighttime. Oh gosh, so many things, you guys, so many things. The Fullerton Hotel, we did a tea time at the Fullerton Hotel. And again, the presentation, the attention to detail. If I could have an inspiration or say, hey, this is kind of how I want my home decorated someday, the Fullerton Hotel would be on the Pinterest board list, okay? I love sultry, warm, everything gold, black. The Fullerton Hotel is just luxury, luxury, luxury. We did not stay there. We just went because they do tea there. Beautiful place. Oh my gosh, just incredible. Okay, and then we went to Gardens by the Bay as well. Gardens by the Bay had a Disney attraction, Disney promotion, if you will, and all these different Disney characters were made of these gorgeous, gorgeous flowers. Again, I'll insert videos and clips here.
More my crazy here. Oh, the beautiful flower. I can't imagine how long it takes to do all this.
Lindsay and her mama. And we're at Garden by the Bay. At the base, by the base, I'm not sure which one. It was just, guys, it was such an incredible trip. And honestly, the best part, seeing one of my best friends. That was worth it in itself. Of course, she wanted me to get through as much as we could. My time was very limited. I knew I'd be working still, even though I was taking some time off, because that's just the way my job is. I have to be present and engaged at all times. And I love my job. But I'll just insert pictures of us here, videos of us. It's super rainy today. We're just going along in the rain here. Lindsay said they know if you're not a local by if you don't have an umbrella. As you can see,
Carry umbrellas everywhere.
so clearly I am not a local. Oh, and I got on in the vehicle on the wrong side yesterday, so I'm really just outing myself in every way.
No one saw it, except for the driver.
Except for the driver,
Who's been startled.
who I opened the door up on his side. So we're gonna work on it. Beautiful. Look at this. I'm so excited. We're here in Singapore. It's my last day. Everybody else is doing the same. We just went to afternoon tea.
So that sphere building right there, that's the Louis Vuitton. Oh no, wait, that's the Apple store. And then that one's the Louis Vuitton store. Can you see it right there?
Oh yeah.
You see the Louis V.
Cool.
So
Beautiful.
there's, like, requirements. If you're gonna put a shop here, it's gotta like meet their architectural requirements. It's gotta be cool.
It's
the
gotta
Louis
be
Vuitton
cool.
Store.
Well, this is the Jewel, but as you can see, it's not light outside yet. So there's not much to film. It's just darkness everywhere. And I came early specifically to see this. Like, I woke up extra early to see this damn place. And it's not lit up yet. It is beautiful. No one's here, so I have a place to myself basically. But yeah, this is what it looks like for me. So not quite as aesthetically pleasing as I was hoping for. Thank you so much for watching. I cannot tell you guys how much I appreciate you watching. Leave a comment, leave a like, subscribe to my channel. Again, I'm not some woman trying to make it giant in LA or be some huge celebrity. I'm just here sharing my experience with life and hoping to be able to connect with more people and just learn. And until next time, guys, I will see you soon. Okay? Love from your Midwest girl, always.